Good morning, parents. I'm Chase with your daily announcements for Friday, May 1st. Let's see what announcements we have to kick off the month of May. Earlier this week, we informed you of the riots taking place in Baltimore. One story that caught national attention throughout the incident involved a mother, Toya Graham, and her 16-year-old son, Michael. While leaving for a doctor's appointment, Graham was forced to manipulate through a group of young people who had begun vandalizing and looting in a downtown area. She stated that she recognized her son, Michael, by his baggy sweatpants. Although Michael had a ski mask on, the mother and son still made eye contact. At first, Michael was not sure if it was his mom, but when Toya Graham confronted her son, screaming, "Put that brick down," Michael knew instantly it was indeed his mother. In her anger, she began to strike Michael on the side of the head and drag him down the street, telling him to take his mask off. Cameras happened to capture the moment, and the video has since gone viral, as well as the hashtag Mom of the Year. Toya Graham is a single mother of 6 and is now the most famous mom in the U.S. In an interview with CBS, Graham stated that all of her intentions were just to keep her son safe. She said she saw the groups of teens throwing rocks and bricks, and the second she saw her son holding a brick, she was in shock. Graham believes that the rioting is unacceptable, but she is still fighting the Freddie Gray incident, just in different ways. She doesn't want to lose Michael to the streets, and in her words, he knows right from wrong. Graham also said things to her son along the lines of, "What if those cops were there fighting had to protect me and you? They wouldn't protect us if they knew you were riding against them." When Michael and his mother did arrive home safely, they began to watch the riots on the news, and Toya hoped that by watching the terror from the big picture, he'd realize that he was better off at home. Once home, Toya informed Michael that she did what she did not to hurt or embarrass him, but because she cared about him. Michael says at first he didn't care about the police and the harm he was causing, but after talking to his mother, he realizes that the police have done nothing to him. He says that from now on, if the riots continue, he will not put himself in that situation again, but he will try to protest in a positive manner. Michael solemnly stated, "She didn't want me to get in trouble by the law. She didn't want me to be another Freddie Gray." Since our last broadcast on the Baltimore rioting, at least 20 police officers have been injured in the violence and one person was critically hurt in a fire, according to authorities. Police have made 235 arrests, including 34 juveniles. With the news from the medical examiner that the injury that caused the death of Freddie Gray may have been caused by Gray thrashing about in the back of a police vehicle transporting him to jail and not caused by inappropriate police actions, the city of Baltimore, along with other major cities in the U.S., are bracing for a potential volatile situation today and this weekend. The Barron baseball team was in action last night against East Noble. The Barons shut down the East Noble Knights in 7 innings with a final score of 11-9. Pitching for DeKalb was Logan Casper with 8 strikeouts and Carson Forrest relieving him to finish off the game. Logan Gerke, Logan Casper, and Bruce Bell all had 2 hits apiece. The Lady Barons softball team was at Huntington North last night. After 10 innings, the ladies fell to the Vikings with a score of 7-6. Katie Moreland homered and also drove in 3 runs. Kristen McCown had 4 hits along with Libby Kepi with 2. Camille Furrow pitched and struck out 9. Seniors, this is your last chance to get baby photos and 3 words videos in. All photos and videos are due to BTV by the end of the day today. If there are not enough videos, there will not be a 3 words video this year, so please get them done. Remember, you can email them to BTV, or if you need help, just stop by Mr. Rum's room. The annual Spring Art Showtime is here. Today, Saturday and Sunday, the gymnasium will be transformed into an art gallery. Artwork from all DeKalb art students will be displayed. Ceramics, paintings, photography, digital images, and drawings and sculptures are being displayed for public viewing. The art show will be open to all DeKalb students this Friday during the school day. On Friday and Saturday night, it will be open from 6 to 9:30 p.m. and Sunday from noon to 5. These times correspond to the Spring Musical. Art League is holding a bake sale during the show. All regional and national scholastics art will be included in the show. It is free to the public. Please come out and enjoy all of the talented artworks put together by the very talented art students at DeKalb. Attention all juniors and seniors, prom is just 2 weeks away. Tickets can still be purchased for $30 apiece. Today, May 1st, is the deadline to turn in guest request paperwork to the main office. All guests must have administration approval to attend prom. This approval is required to purchase a guest ticket. Get your guest paperwork turned in by this Friday, May 1st. Any questions? See Ms. Biddle or Mr. Yankee. A reminder that for all students wishing to walk in the Grand March, all must be in the auxiliary gym by 7 p.m. on May 9th. Attention seniors, the seating chart for graduation is in. Check outside the guidance office to see your spot. Attention members of the senior class, it's time to nominate this year's prom court. Check your email for further information regarding the online voting nomination process. Voting closes on Monday, May 4th at 3:30 p.m. The final vote for the prom king and queen will take place Tuesday, May 5th, Friday, May 8th. If you have any questions, please contact Ms. Biddle or Mr. Yankee. Today, our district will be launching our new mobile app for students and parents to use. Students will be able to check lunch balances, see activity schedules, school calendars, receive notifications, and much more. Let's send it over to everyone's favorite teacher from 6th grade, Mrs. Zimbo, to give us a rundown on the specifics.
I'm here with Mrs. Zimbo, and she's going to give us some information regarding the new DeKalb mobile app for DeKalb Central. So Mrs. Zimbo, could you tell us a little bit about the app, because many of us students, including myself, do not know exactly what it is.
Sure. Well, the DeKalb Central mobile app will allow students, community members, parents to be able to see the news feed, calendars for all of the schools, be able to see all of the school's social media for all the sports as well as individual schools and district. They will also be able to see YouTube channels for the different schools, as well as be able to view BTV. And there are lots of different features: enrollment, registration information. There'll be push notifications that will come out to inform parents and students of upcoming events, special closings, delays, that information as well, and there's really much more.
Well, that sounds really cool. So is the app just free to download to anybody?
Yes, it is free for iOS devices as well as Android, and if you don't have a smartphone, by chance, you can also pull it up in a desktop view.
Well, that sounds pretty cool. So how long would you say it took to complete the app and the making of it?
It's something that I've been working on since August. So it's been a rather long process trying to pull all the data and information together.
Okay. Will this app allow us to check our grades easily accessible throughout the outside world of school?
As of right now, no, but in the fall you will be able to. So after registration, about mid-August, you will be able to view your grades. You'll be able to see how much money you have in your lunch account. You'll also be able to see what books you have checked out, when they're due. So it has basically everything that Parent Viewer has to see each individual grade, assignment, upcoming assignments, all that will be available.
So it's easily accessible to check outside of school also?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you for taking the time to inform us about the app and answer any questions. Before we go, is there anything else that you'd like to inform us about the app?
Well, the app is available for download on Friday, May 1st, and it is free, and we're really excited. It's basically all the information you would need. It's a one-stop shopping central location.
All right, well, it sounds like a great investment. I will definitely look into that. Well, thank you.
Okay, so you can go under the news feed, and under here you can select which schools you want to follow, and you can select which areas you want to follow. So maybe you want to follow some but not all of them. You can go through and pick those, and then in your news feed those will be what pops up in here. Under notifications, this is where you would see if there's any notifications from the district or from the individual school, and you can select which schools you want to follow to have them come here as well. Under calendar, you can select which calendar you want to follow, and you can pick certain calendars, and then you can choose colors, and you can even change what color you want your calendar to be. And then when you're out here, you'll see what's displayed. You can click on that and you can add it to your device calendar if you want, so you don't have to go back in and write everything in. Under the directory, you can go in and you can email your teachers right from the app just by clicking on that. You can also call them from the app, And if you hit this and you press call, and then in the bottom left-hand corner you can dial their extension, so it'll dial directly to their classroom. You can go in under sports, and you can select which school you want and which sports feeds you want to follow. It also has show choir, band, and color guard. And it'll populate their Twitter feeds in here. You can go to sites, and you can select your school, and it can show this school's website for each individual sport, show choir as well. You can go in under feedback, and you can select what category you want to send something. So maybe if you have a picture of an event or athletic event, you can send that picture along with a little submission to me to post on social media or the website. You can pull up the school lunch menus. You select what school you want, and you can color code these as well as if you want. And it will show you what your school lunch menu is. You can go through and you can put money into your lunch account straight from here. You can pull up the school library, and this is the school's page. So you can go in and click on the high school, and it takes you into all the regular high school information, and you can see which books are in the library. You can pull up your social media, and you can see which accounts you want to follow. In here you do want to log into your Facebook or Twitter account so that you can like or comment on there. The Twitter is the same. You can choose which Twitter feeds you want to follow. You can go in under photos, and you can select which schools you want to see the photos of. And those will show up here. You can go in under YouTube, and you can follow what news channel you want to watch for the school. The digital backpacks have the camps and activities that are going on in the community. And these, you can all click on them and download. Resources has registration information in there for next year, as well as volunteer information. So if you wanted to check the dates for school registration, you can come in here and see that.
Tomorrow, the world will witness what some people are calling the fight of the century, as Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather face off in Las Vegas to claim the special title of boxing's world champion. Now, why is this fight such a big deal? First, this fight is a true underdog story. Pacquiao plays the fighter who has risen up from his poverty-stricken country and will face off against the rich and flashy Floyd Money Mayweather. Some experts are comparing this fight to Muhammad Ali versus Frazier, and even Rocky versus Apollo. Both boxers are tremendous athletes, and the odds keep changing from one fighter to the other, coming out a good 50-50 odd. Now, even if you aren't a boxing fan, you cannot ignore the economics of this huge fight. Each fighter will take home over $100 million if it ends in their favor. Then, you can add on the extra millions from endorsements or advertisements. With millions of viewers and each pay-per-view customer having to pay around $100 to view it, the fight could be the biggest sporting event to ever happen. Whether you're a boxing fan or not, this fight will be talked about for years and is one you definitely do not want to miss.
Hello, Barons, and welcome back to Popcorn Preview. This week's movie is The Avengers, so inspired by this, we at BTV have assembled our own Avengers team. And here are our heroes. Randy Bryce as Tony Stark. Mrs. O'Neill as Black Widow. Mr. Frank as Hawkeye. Whoops. Mr. Comfort. The AP US teacher is, of course, Captain America. And Mr. Fincham as the Incredible Hulk. The DeKalb High School Avengers, saving one high school at a time. Now check out this trailer, Barons.
Yeah, whosoever be he worthy shall have the power. Whatever, man. It's a trick.
No, it is much more than that, my friend.
If I lift it, do I get to rule Asgard?
Yes, of course.
I will be fair but firmly cruel. Be right back. Come
you even pulling?
Are you on my team?
Just represent, pull.
All right, let's go. Come on, Cap.
Nothing.
Oh, no, that's not a question I need answered.
The handle's imprinted. Whosoever is carrying Thor's fingerprints is, I think, the literal translation.
Yes, well, that's a very interesting theory. I have a simpler one. You're all not worthy.
How could you be worthy? You're all puppets, tangled in strings. I was designed to save the world. People will look to the sky and see hope. I'll take that from them first. There's only one path to peace. Their extinction.
Tried to create a suit of armor around the world. But I created something terrible.
Artificial intelligence.
It's called the Ultron program.
I'm sick of watching people pay for our mistakes.
Isn't why we fight so we can end the fight and go home?
Well, you amazingly failed.
Here we all are. With nothing but our wit and our will to save the world. So stand and fight.
No way we all get through this.
I got no plans tomorrow night.
I'm always picking up after you boys.
We can tear them apart. From the inside.
That's the best you can do!
You had to ask.
Congratulations to Mrs. Cruz and her 4th hour class for knowing the answers to yesterday's trivia was Edward Munch. In light of the art show, we wanted to keep up with the art-related trivia. If you Google most famous artists of all time, an ample amount of artists will come up, including Vincent van Gogh, Pablo Picasso, Andy Warhol, and Leonardo da Vinci. For your trivia today, parents, we are going to put up 4 slides, each of them being a piece of art from one of the previously mentioned artists. It is your job to match the artist to their artwork. Good luck with that trivia, and be sure to send your answers to btv@dekalbcentral.net. That's it for me today, parents. I'm Chase, and have a great day.